Well, all of that is in the past, and speaking of the future, why don't we look towards what we've got coming up next? And if today is going to be anything like yesterday, it's going to be exceptional. We've got our schedule up just about for all of you today at home. Astronic taking on White Rabbit Gaming in our very first game of the day. Chat, make sure to get your votes in for who you think is going to be taking that series.
Underway. Spire might be the one to help them do that. Mid boost is secured there by Skill Steal as it rounds around, allows Devour to make the next play. Across the half-court line, Skill takes the 50, and Spire cuts a rotation for the hard shot. And unable to angle a pass, but Devour picks up the direct mail.
Focusing my attention on. Yeah, I think that would be quite interesting, although I don't really know what a banana cat would look like in the first place. So it's difficult to kind of envisage the progress, but 6! No Pokemon evolution needed, just a drive into the bottom right corner after a great catch and pass by Banana Cat. That is really nice 1-2 downfield.
That's right. Plenty of time, though, as we like to say. And Devour's taking all the time he wants. Hold on, Demolition down the line. Just a... Oh, Flick was going to do it, and Devour made me skip a beat there. That flick at the end was so unnecessary, but hey, why not put a little flair to it?
This game number 2 certainly than game 1, where they've almost kept Astronic to their own half. Now that changes. Skill Steal Snipe, it's wide, but he gets the double.
Double tap. Banana Cat gets a piece of it for that save to keep White Rabbit Gaming in this one. But hold on, they have another chance here. Devour taking care of business, and I think we can say the cleanest goal out of the 3 here in this game from Astronic.
Skill Steal a little bit confused by the actions of his teammate as he doesn't make contact either. Ball off the backboard. Inspire gonna follow through. That's a freebie. Devour. No way. Double off the crossbar. Another off the crossbar. Skill Steal eventually converts. Get away over the top of Casper. He's got a free lane to aim at, but he doesn't get the extra touch. And 6 can get back in time. Didn't have all that much in the tank, but was quick enough. That's a miss on the backboard from Banana Cat. That will be capitalized on.
I think White Rabbit Gaming, if they hold on to their momentum, if they keep moving, they'll do a much better job at not being so easily tracked on these demos. And hey, 6, you can pop off like this as well if your teammates are handing over the demos. 6 with a huge one.
It's almost as if, Pyro, you know what you're talking about, and I love that from you. As soon as they get a demo, get a bump, get a demo, unseat the defense, make it difficult for them to read what you're about to do, and that opens things up for your teammates. That's exactly what happened there from... Whoa, no. Oh, Pyro, no.
Yeah, for White Rabbit Gaming, it feels the longest because they have been plagued by this physical play, the boost game, the own goal, and now the double tap from Inspire.
That talent is now being realized.
It is, and it's exciting to see. I've always hammered away at this. Oh, shots like these are going to be hammered away.
See more of that from WRG in this game 4 as well. But for the moment, what we actually need to see from them is an attack, a goal, and that's going to give them a chance with a Skill Steal miss. WRG attack. Casper gets around Inspire, though. That could be dangerous. Skill Steal not up in time. The pass back, 6 goes by. Maybe it was all a fake. Banana Cat takes the shot. Oh my goodness me. And this game to keep the series alive. Not only that, to keep their chances of top 4 alive. Casper seems to show that urgency now. Not a great touch by Devour. And he will be punished, as he should be at this level.
And 6 needed a redemption play here because he was the one to tee up that pass that was intercepted for the goal. This time perfectly positioned to take the pass from Casper, or at least that weak block. It does work out for them to tie up the ball game, but what they've been struggling with are the responses from Astronic.
Confident, wanting to show their hand in game. And the first 45 seconds, they're certainly not looking overpowered. So early signs are that we're going to have a fairly even head-to-head, but it's a long way. Kexi, the man I was just talking about.
Off the left side, Ravi with the mechanical prowess that he has over the top. Pass to Jeff, not going to find it. Stake the Spaniard, and he will convert after both of his... The problem I see at the moment for Amapiano is their defense just does lack a little bit of structure, but their offense is so good, and Cam has so much time and room.
Mind you that if the Brocrocos do find a way to win here, oh my word! Oh, Cam with the follow. There's an open net on the other side. If Brocrocos can hurry up, it's been floated in front. Ravi shoots. Oh, and it's top left corner.
A crazy moment there in the backline for Amapiano. I mentioned earlier in the game that it's their defense I want to see improve. It's their defense that I think is their weakest part.
Certainty about Amapiano, so they're going to have to do work to rise themselves back up to where they need to be and keep themselves there.
Yeah, they certainly are. Cam to the back post. Oh, backboard miss from Stake. And that could be costly.
Oh, boy. 1
goal back at least for Amapiano. But does it feel that little bit too late? Yeah, Stake just getting that one wrong. Jeff trying to recover.
Loses possession. Nitro floats it toward net. Cam gets obliterated. And Ravi and Kexi doing battle in a 1v1 on the other side. Oh! Oh, it's a little bit crazy, a little bit back and forth, bouncy, reboundy, but it goes in.
We were talking about ugly goals in the first series of the day. Amapiano, but Cam, you expect him to do a little bit better in the corner, get that a little bit of a stronger touch. Kexi was waiting, lurking at the back post. It might still work out. Nitro's got a double! Outside, Ravi picks it up off that left. Might be in now. No, not quite. The pass not going to find a way through. State gets beyond Cam. Nitro has to try and recover this situation, and he can't do so. Yeah, State pops this one up into the corner. Kexi will be able to be there with the clear. Ravi catches, not well enough. It's a heavy touch. Nitro looks to snipe the top shelf.
To find our winner, and it might well be the next one that is scored. If it doesn't indeed hold on until overtime, Kexi will put Amapiano in front. Amapiano looking more and more comfortable as the series go on, which is not to say they looked uncomfortable to start with. But I think they've come to realize there's no need to be overawed by them.
Go on statistics and say, well, the person who scores first in the game often goes on to win the game. That's not the case in this series. Off the post! Off the post again! That specific part of the post is now chipped. There's a second player coming in there for Amapiano. We could be looking at a 2-goal lead, which I believe neither of these teams have had so far in this series. There is almost an opportunity. Nitro tries to force it through. Kexi down for Ravi. Saves it away. Stake down the other end. Double touch from the Spaniard. And you try and score at one end and you don't get through. Expect to get scored on at the other, and that's exactly what happens.
2 exceptional bits of play there.
Right-hand side. Drives through, no. Stake intercepts. He gets past 2. Kexi, the last man back. Got to get up and make a play. What is that pinch? Flies up onto the ceiling. Still, we play OT.
That is crazy from the high ping player. Saving that, an absolute rocket. He would not have seen that, and he would have seen it late. But eventually it breaks down. 1 and 2. They were pretty rare in game 2, but I don't think we went as long as we have here without seeing at least one. Nitro will break the drought.
Now that we've hit that KPA, now that we've hit that requirement, we can now see what the rest of the game has in store for us. I think there was a rule 1 on the goal line. It might not matter anymore. Nitro's doubled up. And for the first time, as far as I'm aware in this game, a team has a 2-goal lead, and it's Amapiano.
Well, it's certainly the first 2-goal lead by Amapiano. Had a cushion, and that's very good news for them. Oh, my. Oh, I think that's the 3rd clutch save of a missile we have seen from Amapiano, but now... Okay, I was still trying to describe how that shot was saved. Nitro with a little bit of a nothing sort of clearance shot. Oh, Ravi rotating out. Snap.
Deals with it for now. Jeff pops it high. Nitro, not a great touch. Once again, the last time that happened, it was a Brocrocos goal! And I've done it again. Said too many syllables, but who cares? They're level.
Too many crows, not enough Jeffs. Jeff finds himself on the scoreboard. Quiet Jeff, maybe now coming out of his shell. The 2-goal cushion wiped out.
And
hello.
Right, so Nitro's got a hat-trick somehow out of absolutely nowhere. Just when I was about to start giving the idea that maybe Brocrocos were back in the ascendancy and starting to feel the momentum shift and all that kind of stuff, the momentum swings right back in favor of Amapiano. 2 minutes 22 to go, 3-2.
Well, we were talking about things that can deflate a team, the long overtimes that you lose when you have the best of the pressure and you get scored on. And another is conceding kickoff goals. And maybe that, when you get the lucky kickoff goal and then you concede almost immediately after it. Oh, the double commit Rhino from Amapiano.
Nitro. Let's have a conversation, buddy. All right. Kexy's going up for that ball. He has almost 100 boosts. You have maybe 10 in the tank. Not even. You gotta be a little bit smarter than that in this moment. Kexy recovers.
What is going on?
We're back to a 4-3 game. I still want to abscond Nitro for the decision that he made in that previous play. It doesn't matter anymore. We're back. Nitro sends it long. Steak knocking it forward. Cam plays it over to the far side. Ravi has the pass into Jeff.
Oh,
Nitro
no.
gets up well. Ravi still has time, has an angle. Not going to happen. Steak tries to turn on the play. Backboard Jeff. Surely no. Ravioli with a chance. Nitro can't get up. And finally, the lack of resources. The scoreline is level at 0 seconds. It doesn't matter what you've done in those 5 minutes. You haven't done enough. Nitro moving forward. Bumps off the play.
Boy.
Demo on the back line. There you go. Cam ties up the series. 5-4, 9 goals on the game. And I mentioned the improvement that I've seen in Cam this game. It comes home to roost as he earns his team opponents as well to take the timeout that they've been waiting on for the full series. And that can be a massive benefit because you then get to take your timeout. Potentially, if we go to Champions Field, is Jeff being quiet? I don't think so anymore. This is a wonderful play off the right wall.
Maybe he just needed a running start. They scored, they led very early in this game, and they lead very early after the conceded goal. To be back in front, 2 goals, Steak now! 2-goal lead for Brocrocos.
Absolutely. Good save from Cam, but neither of his teammates are ready for the follow-up, and that's what causes problems. Steak able to get the finish.
But they are under pressure because of it, and they've fully stocked on boost though. Ravi gets it out. Might have an opportunity here. Everyone's scrambling. Steak is the one that picks the loose ball out of the air into the net. And for the first time, a 3-goal lead. As good as Cam is and as experienced as he is, he's a quiet fella. He's not an assertive personality. But maybe he won't need to be because we're back on script. Amapiano with the opening lead.
And, yep, as you say, the script has been resumed. We are back to normalcy. I would argue 3 minutes is on the board before Brocrocos get back anywhere near their goal line. Nitro, drop down. Cam with the pass! And maybe Brocrocos won't get back anywhere near them. Maybe this is a runaway game for Amapiano.
What a pass from Nitro.
Way that you should be succumbing to those impulses that you have with, ooh, shiny boost, or ooh, I need to go and get that ball. That communication must be crisper. And Cam makes sure that that play is incredibly crispy.
3-goal lead restored. Fantastic. And that should do it. Brocrocos, they still could, in theory, bring this back. And my gosh, wouldn't it be an epic comeback? We've seen, oh, well, there's one of them. The ball over to the other side and buried in the net, like right now. They've got like 3 seconds to get another goal to give them any kind of chance. And you feel that might have just disappeared. Well, it's certainly vanished now.
Yeah, he does. Kexy over to this near side. Cam taking it through, trying to get the better of Steak, but many have tried and failed in SSA so far this season. What is that angle? Oh, Ravioli, take a bosun. That is outrageous.
If you get
comfortably, Amapiano, they have to shake things up. They have to show a new look. Nitro's trying that now. Cam collects, pops it high. Jeff's got nothing. Cam with the double! Cam goes crazy.
Jeff and Ravi took to the air to defend. It's over Jeff and squeeze past and under Ravi. Got defensive work to do, and suddenly Amapiano finding themselves under a bit of pressure. But look at this work from Cam to break it down.
Yeah, nice call off from Kexi over the top of Robbie. 34 seconds to go, and Amapiano have found the breakthrough. They've been behind so much in this game number 5, game number 7. It's not best of 5 anymore.
Have been at the top or near the top of the region for so long now, basically for forever. So obviously in 2026 as well, but to die for is going to be the one taking first blood 1-0 after 30 seconds. And Astronic looked very good earlier against WRG. They are warm, let's not forget that, against a Pioneers, which will have taken a bit longer of a break, and Aspire is going to put one in, equalize this game early on.
Quickly, especially if Sweaty wants to take this cross-court. Instant flip reset at the half-court line. I think Devour knew exactly where Sweaty wanted to go with that ball, and the idea with this one wasn't thought out too clearly, Mock. That one all too close to their own net.
Yeah, Inspire wanted to take it across. Gilsey was like, no. He is being given a late Christmas present as Sweaty aims for the top corner. Crossbar will deny for now. Luis P to follow. Pass down is there once again to die for at the far post. 3-1.
Ball's getting in the danger zone. Here it is. Luis P skyrockets to the ceiling for that pass. Luis P wants another chance in the air and certainly will take an air dribble past 1-2 more. 2 defend it to double commit to die for. Racing towards the goal. Gets it in front of the net. And Sweaty takes care of business.
And I mean, we often see these flicks and transition that are, you get past one. Sweaty puts in a very interesting third goal. So let's quickly look at that one to die for. Oh, that's a great reset pass. And Devour, again, not ready for it. WRG. He might lose this one, though. Luis P through the air, around Inspire against the post. Sweaty's nowhere near. And so Astronic cleared the lines. Beautiful first touch here from Inspire. Second touch coming in as well. Skillsy lay off. And finally Astronic breakthrough. But Sweaty does not bite for that one. Still 1-0 lead persists for Astronic. To dive. That's going to spill down to Inspire. And once again.
After that bump upside down inside of the net. I guess soaking in the 2-goal lead that the Pioneers, they don't want to see last another second. And, well, unfortunately for them, they won't. It's now a 3-goal lead.
Hybrid hitbox, best hitbox. I've been saying it for multiple years, and I will continue to sing the praises from Sweaty it was, sorry. And Luis P now faking his way through the entirety of Astronic. Inspire, can he get back? No, he cannot. Sweaty drove away, but to die for gladly for the Pioneers.
And Astronic have to keep in mind, you've used your timeout. The strategy has worked. You don't get any more. So make it work. Make it count.
It seems so self-assured. They seem so ready, so calm in this matchup. And I don't know if they're still in this series. In their minds, they're making uncharacteristic mistakes, and Inspire is there time and time again to punish them.
It's also the point of, are we giving respect to Astronic?
At the read on Luis P. 1-2. It's an early one here for the Pioneers to slash the lead in half, but Inspire has got other plans.
Well, he's been taking his approach all day today, and it's been sending Pioneers into a spiral. Skill now, redirecting that to his corner. That shot's on target. And the smoke screen does not help the case for Astronic.
And we saw that the last second. Devour, I just feel bad for him. He doesn't know what's coming.
What many are saying are the favorite of the region. It could come down to these moments right here to get a shot at something like that. Speaking of shots, skill steal! Double tap off the post! And it's finished by Devour! The series is tied!
We've got the buzzer beater! A little bit of luck! A little bit of fortune! But a lot of it of deservedness. Do they have that grand final to lose? I don't know. Even if you take 2 against KCB, I think the mindset doesn't change for Astronic here. Oh, what a fake! The first 90 seconds of game number 5 on Parc de Paris are in favor of Astronic.
That's Luis P, though, with the double tap. There he is. You give him the moment to shine, and he will be as bright as those stars previously above their head. This time, it's the ball over the head.
In game 4, they were 0-2 down and then scored one. And now in game 5, they're 1-0 down and then score the equalizer directly. And they might even take the lead here. Sweaty capitalizes off the Varus mistake.
Head continues to creep its way here into SSA every now and then.
Yeah, you can't quite shake off old habits that easily as this one did not need a mistake, but it only needed a Luis P being rapid as anything, the Spaniard. Just quicker than skill steal in the head-to-head and getting the third one for Pioneers. Turning into Prime Edwin van der Sar. And now Inspire 18 boost only to his name. What can he do? Well, a whole lot he can do together! With a bump from behind! The team bump works out. Inspire 18 boost and a 2-3 goal. They need to push the ball forward first, and only until to die for. Great demo. Great demo again. From Inspire and Skill Steal, but how much good does it do? Inspire one save. Did he get the second? No, the slow lob from Luis P.
Well, thinking surely the last player from Pioneers isn't perfectly positioned for this shot, which they were. Speaking of which, could be goal number 5 for the Pioneers. Yes, it will be.
Towards the entirety of last season on the Bosch. We didn't see him from the first open. We thought, does he come back to SSA? What's his plans going to look like? Well, he is back and he is announcing himself, but so is Sweaty.
The corner doesn't find the ball in front of the net. And you can tell Astronic wanted everything out of that play. Inspire was perfectly positioned to make something happen.
Astronic trying to throw everything forward, but as of now, without any success. Inspire hunting for to die for. Sweaty has rotated back in time. The pass is coming. The pass has got. The shot is good.
Left. It may not take a goal to end this. It may just take this midfield battle to die for. One last send. Flipper reset. He saves it until the end
of the day. Amapiano, after taking down Brocrocos earlier, they've got a chance to do the unthinkable. And with Astronic performing as well as they did, you would imagine Amapiano will be buoyed by that. However, Tekos is still Tekos, and he will go coast to coast if you let him.
We certainly will, especially off the demolition of guns.
The demo onto Snowy in the goal is fine from Cam, but it's not really effective at this moment. Tekos, reset, coming through the air. I'd say it's something that ping meter looks fine to me, Pyro. Sweaty, of course, but Guns, a relatively new player. We know his ceiling is so high, but we have seen a couple of times him struggle to catch up with the teammates and play at that level. Nitro's not struggling. This is Kexi over the top, gets the better of Snowy. Tekos sent to Narnia, and Nitro finishes the job 1-1. Amapiano right now, they could try and score another goal, but time being taken off the clock is a brilliant second option for them. Oh my goodness!
Oh boy, what a laser! And you gotta see how Cam cooks this up. He bends it right and then sharp left. Nobody expects him to evade the corner after that's where he pulled the play.
You would think, no, goes alone. That's such a mistake, I think. Tekos had so much room on the right-hand side. And instead, it's just an easy shot to defend. That one's not an easy shot to defend, though. Guns turning up the heat. It's 2-2.
I mentioned it earlier, this team is taking a very direct approach to the net.
Here's away, but only as far as Guns. Kexi downfield. Snowy will pop that ball high. Won't get bumped either. Has a play to find here. Cam misjudges it. So does Tekos, but I tell you who doesn't. That's going to be...
over and over again. That defense has to shape up as well, and they'll get a good test of that here. Nitro with the boost steal. That should help them on the resource management, but apparently won't help them on the recovery.
Won't get the bump, or actually the shot was off target anyway. Tekos taken out of the play for daring to even hold on to the ball. And now there's a chance for Nitro. Guns off the backboard, forwards, and maybe there's something in this series for you. Kexi just stopping that one in the midfield. Snowy first on it. Guns looking to challenge Nitro, doing such a good job as well. And this is another problem with the transition speed. Cam is going for a demo on Tekos further down the field, which means he can't get back involved in the play that's happening in his own defensive play. Nitro is being bumped off by Guns, which means Snowy has basically a free shot at goal. And those are the kind of plays that you want back if you're Amapiano, because I'm sure Cam doesn't take that risk if he knows there's going to be a defensive play to do.
About Cam having moved up, it's all about risk management. I don't mind the fact that Amapiano want to take risks when entering the gauntlet again with 5 fears. But where there are risks taken, there are still failures to arise in this way.
Certainly, guns reset. Won't get much else done. The touch is a little too heavy. Cam misses the boost. How dangerous could that be? Well, there's your answer.
Die4 as a first look for the Pioneers. Snowy, it's good 50-50. They can't quite escape their own half yet. 5 fears still stuck in to Die4 with the musty flick, and it's gonna go in! Immediately challenged by Pioneers that is much more aggressive than in their semi-final fixture against Astronic. Luis P, good circling around. Demo coming through, 2-0! Oh boy. That is a start that Pioneers could not have dreamt up better. Sweaty has an open net to look at. Oh no, it's going to be 3. It's calamity for 5 fears early on here. Cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah, to be fair though, 5 fears are chasing this game, chasing it hard, so they have to probably be, kind of extend themselves out. They will get one back here. It took a while.
Opportunities on both sides of the field. Neither finding the one lasting impact to send everyone flying. Guns, good demo there in offense. Can he find to dive? Yes, he can! What a bump from the youngster.
Yeah, Guns knowing exactly what's what here. Oh, guys, seeing to die for lining himself up. I mean, that was sensational. It's underway.
Stay pivotal, and with good reason. Whoever wins this, that's making a big step towards series victory. It sounds stupid, but psychologically speaking, there is a difference between winning game 1 and winning game 3. But Guns has got other ideas. He wants to win game 3. Cherry on top, and Luis P now, and again a 2v1 situation against Tekos. Die4 is behind, but so is Guns. And the own goal. Oh no! It's safe, but not for long. Luis P finds the goal to the center. To his teammate to Die4. Up high, Sweaty's waiting already. To Die4 running interference, trying to find any defender. Sweaty in the end, finding Tekos. Luis P! Stalled by Guns once, stalled by Guns twice, and 5 fears take the lead in the series. Pioneers, the one success they had this series was getting away with it early, getting the lead early, not having to fight from behind, and Sweaty fights a mighty bump.
It's probably not going to be enough, but actually I want to check myself on that because it may well be. Second here, surely! Yes, it is! Bullied in! 50 on the goal line goes the way of to die for. Fears are going to have the territorial advantage here. Tekos, that was such a great camera angle. We saw Tekos flying in high from his own ceiling corner. That's going to go in! And where it feels like KCP abandoned the ball for a moment. Suffocate the Pioneers. And it's sort of almost working. They're taking deep breaths. And they get it out. Oh, there's going to be the return. It won't matter now. Pioneers.
His skill set and his undeniable talent. You never know what you're going to get from the youngster. One player in this lobby who does not yet have a regional win. And Sweaty wants to keep it that way.
That's the problem with 1-goal leads, right? There's no cushion, so you become hypersensitive to what you're doing and hyper-focused. Oh, that surely goes in. Oh, there it is, Guns. You break down 5 fears who were just seemed to have about a 40-second period of play. That's heading toward the net, but saved by Snowy. Oh, man, it was a race there.
Will be able to thwart any sort of attacking opportunity coming here. To die for double tap down. They're Sweaty, but Tekos is mighty.
Break each other down. That's not entirely true. They have broken each other down, but they've not taken advantage. Snowy, surely no! Again, another shot is saved.
The Pioneers can't keep getting away with this. Tekos, pass 1, pass the second. That's the killer.
Yeah, you said it exactly, Muckfish. They cannot keep getting away with it, and in the end, they don't.
I feel like, though, partly that is because this is the way the Pioneers would like to play. They want to get the overcommit.
Take possession. Oh, he's just picked up a full boost canister. This is huge. Doesn't get a bump, doesn't get a shot, but there's a huge miss. Massive, massive! 5 seconds from time. Snowy scores. 5 fears on the brink.
Surely that's it, and what a fake from Tekos! What great communication from 5 Fierce, and now it's 5 seconds this kickoff. Will there be shenanigans? Will there be strats? No. Standard kickoff. Lost to the right side, but straight into the hands of Luis P. Sweaty on the backboard is just gonna leave it to die for Code. Get there! And 5 Fierce fire back and win Regional 2.